So we created the single quote component. We got the quotes props being passed into quote grid from the app file. So with that here in the quote grid, I can simply use this single quote. Therefore, of course, I have to import it from the quote.view file, and I have to register it in the components property of this object here. Now here, I simply will assign app quote as a selector, quote like this, and then I'll use it, app quote. Of course, I want to use v4 on this component here, and on v4, I want to loop through all my quotes. Now for that, I will simply say quote in quotes, and now I want to pass the content with simple string interpolation between the opening and closing tag of app quote, because I want to use the slot thereafter. So here I will pass quote like that, and if I save this, well, we don't see anything because in my app view file I'm not using this. So let's go to the app view file and import the quote grid there from the components folder, and then quote grid.view file. And let's register it there as a component too. So in the components property, we want to have our app quote grid, which refers to this imported quote grid. And then I can simply say app quote grid in the container. Now I need to pass the quotes to that. So here I'll add a property quotes, this attribute to the app quote grid selector, because I'm expecting quotes as props here. And then quotes is bound with a colon at the beginning to the quotes array in there. So I'm passing the array to the quote grid. Now when I save this, we see that single quote. Not super beautiful right now, but we're getting there.